When you have number one beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team of the land is going on the road against a squad that can make it season. They can pull off a major upset. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see, the defending national champion, the Texas A&M Aggies. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arizona State's offense will get the first crack at it here. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find your weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Butler. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Hamilton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Looking to throw on third. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Get inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Got his man quickly. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get to completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Hamilton. And he'll
What a nice job by the offense. First drive in the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw. It's O'Neal. Grabs it in the middle. Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but he was man coverage. There were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So the quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense away from the defense. Gives them a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion to the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Going to the running game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. over the middle. It's Jefferson. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass. A little too much on that one, jumped out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an air-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you've got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. Big time pickup on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. They'll try the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. Gets open down the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big break in the 29. Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Hamilton.
When you try to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
He's got the tight end. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to keep them right alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. The give. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
There he goes. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set it down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Gets it out quickly. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Aggie. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then the defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They've got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Right on target this time. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at point of attack.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way to score 6. Well done.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done with him.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
The quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Right back to him on the ground. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here, toting the rock, has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air. It's O'Neal. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
across the 25. Brings into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's trying to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Aggie!
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found...
Brings it in down the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Second and 10. He'll throw again. Working that left side now. At the 35, he's open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Then they add 6 more to the board, but that's it to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Washington is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 2001 season where UW won the Rose Bowl and nearly won a title. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Buckner. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hand. It's Breeze. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Back to pass, it's Dyer. Unleashes one deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attack. Right down the boulevard. That'll close the gap to 14. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do?
The Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and they're going to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense offside. They want to run on fourth down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game? But the gamble paid off.
To the air. It's O'Neal. Finds his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And with the closest guy to the football, man, it's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually need to go.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Handoff from the gun. Runs through the tackle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but he didn't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Send the tight end in motion. Grab in the backfield. It's Hamilton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air. It's Dyer. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he blocked it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
The kick is on its way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Power football with the run. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Illegal block. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Hands it off. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Now facing a third and long. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4 inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee you he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making a play.
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Inside the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this head coach has been a riverboat gambler all game long. He keeps going for it on fourth down. That now the third time he's gone for it, and he's gotten it by running the football.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To throw, it's O'Neal. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and he's never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snags it quickly on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll move the tight end. Looking to fire. Tagged in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down in the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Butler.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Returns it down to the 37-yard line, and this defense thrives on taking the football away.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need two. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. After the run, now to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Got it in the middle. It's Rogers. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll get it to the 48, though. Need to measure it to first down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. We just saw one there on the crossing route.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Hunt is on its way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defensive job to stop you.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.